The name of this next horse is Hoof Hearted, but listen to the call.
Hoof Hearted on the extreme outside. Colorado Co-Ed, Toast a Dozen on the inside. Questers Jet, Hoof Hearted on the outside, it's close. Hoof Hearted in the winner's circle.
¡Claro que sí! ¡Ay, jaja! ¡Sí, señor!
What is up, pod people? I am Doc, and you are listening to another episode of Hoof Hearted. And today I don't have Mex with me. But I did call my friend up. I called up Rohan, who you might have heard from the episode where we talked about his music and his music career and touring, all that shit. So, anyways, what's up, Rohan?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, thank you for having me back.
Hey, I'm glad that you were available, man. So
I'm always available. You know, I'm usually in my car. I could even talk in the car, if you wanted to.
You can talk on the car too if you want.
I could.
You could do a little Tawny Katane type of like dance moves.
White Snake.
Man. I'm showing our age right now. So.
Oh God. Oh, that song when it come on, I'm just like, oh man, is that a Salon Term or Ogilvy? You know, but it was a White Snake.
Dude.
I think it was White Snake.
Yeah.
They were part of those white bands, which to me seems a little racist when it comes to metal, you know, because there's black metal and then there's White Snake, White Stone, White Lion, Great White.
Mm-hmm.
And they were all like that, sort of like glam rock, but they all liked Led Zeppelin too. So
hey, wasn't there a band called Wasp?
Yes, there was.
White Anglo-Saxon Protestant. So
is that what it means?
That's what a WASP is, yeah. A white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. Yeah, but I don't know what the band was.
I think that's what it stood for. I mean,
not?
definitely. Yeah. Well, you know, I don't think it had anything to do with bees. You know?
No, I don't think so either.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I want to tell everybody who is listening, today's episode is gonna be probably us rambling on about just nonsense. Because both of us, both me and Rohan are good at that. But which really isn't too far from what we do anyways. When it's me and Mex.
I think I probably need to be medicated, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure I do too. But and Mex, I think he self-medicates. So.
Well, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But I mean,
you need some stronger shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that. I mean, it seems to be always surrounded by everybody else that's medicated, and they all seem to diagnose me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think so. If I needed something like that, I've definitely just used my dysfunction as a tool to move myself forward and create a personality type.
Well, and the other thing too, man, I mean, and when you reach a certain age, I feel like it's like when old people, like people like in their like mid 40s or in their 50s and they get braces. Like, why are you doing that? Like, you don't need, like, you went this long without the braces. You don't need them. It's the same thing. Like, if I need like ADD medication, it's like, I'm 45 years old. I've lived my whole life without it. I don't need it. I can function.
Imagine what it's going to do to you.
I don't even know.
Your whole life would change.
Oh, it probably would. I probably would get stuff done, which would be amazing. But no,
I probably wouldn't get anything done. I wouldn't do anything. I would probably just clean my room. That's nice.
Yeah, I don't know though.
It's clean. I'm doing all the chores.
Yeah,
I never do the chores, and I'll do everything else.
The side effects, though, I don't know what I mean, I don't want to take some drug and then my pecker get smaller. Like, I don't need
Oh.
that. It's already, we're
Is
telling,
that what the?
yeah.
Is that one of the side effects?
I don't fucking know. I'm not a, I don't,
I don't.
not
I
a
know.
doctor.
What's
mean,
funny
I'm
is that
a doc.
I keep getting you know how like Facebook and all those things, they target you somehow.
Yeah.
And like you could talk about something or something be mentioned, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden the ads keep popping up.
Yeah.
I thought somebody sent me this as a joke. I get and I'm not saying that I needed the pill or anything like this, but this pill pops up. God damn it! And it's called RO.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm all, oh, this is funny. It's called RO. Oh, it's for erectile dysfunction. So I took a picture of it. And I wanted to show my friend, and she, and then I got self-conscious about it, like because I forgot to show her, and I was going through my pictures in front of her, and the
Yeah.
picture pops up, and it says "RO erectile dysfunction pill," and it says "RO." I said, "Hey, check this out," and it's like I wasn't looking for this. I thought somebody sent me this as a joke because it says "RO," and she didn't even think. She thought I was, yeah. I honestly thought that somebody had sent me that as a joke, and it really
Yeah.
is a product because it keeps popping up on my feed all of a sudden, and so
Yeah.
and I've never, I don't have a problem with that, but who knows? I mean, it's just little, anyways.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right. It's like,
yeah, I know.
like I can see. Yeah, I know. Remember when we were we were
Naked?
comparing? Yeah, we were naked at work. We were comparing. Like, look at that one. Well, let's see who's got the shortest. That's who's gonna take the next delivery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had
Small dong row gets all the deliveries.
It's like, oh, look at that. It's a little Vienna sausage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my other pinky. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. When you drink tea, your pinky up, and so is your wiener. So,
Yep. Yeah, because I that's one of my foreplay things is that tea.
Tea. Yeah.
Tea and crumpets.
Yeah.
Tea time all the time. I'm fully teed. It's like golf.
Yeah. There you go. Well.
Miniature golf is miniature golf.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, exactly. Call it
Did we come up with another gay sport that has to do with wieners?
Mini golf, putt.
Nude mini golf.
Yeah, putt in the butt.
Yeah, yeah. Miniature golf, nude and with midgets. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
That'd be awesome. Well,
Yeah.
I just took it a little too far. I know.
Yeah, well.
Naked midgets playing golf. That's truly miniature golf.
Yeah.
And
Maybe.
in the butt.
I don't know, dude. I bet you anything, like, midgets probably, I mean, they're probably packing, dude. Because you know how certain things are, like...
The normal size on them?
Yeah. And it's so weird. So, can you imagine how big... I bet you anything, their dicks are probably fucking huge.
I've never watched midget porn, but I
haven't either.
I think you're right. I bet you know how they're life-size head?
Yeah.
I mean, they're life-size.
Well, yeah, but I know what you're talking about.
Their heads are huge.
Yeah.
So their dicks got to match their head? No, the matches their feet. Do you look at the feet?
No, I don't think the feet would. No, I don't think the feet and the hands. No, I bet you
they
anything.
got little tiny feet, right? They have little tiny feet.
I wish I knew a midget. We could ask him.
I sort of do, but the doctors thought she was a midget when she was born, and I could see where they could think that. And she's full grown now, and pretty short. But yeah, she's not a midget. She don't have any like weird bones and stuff, and she doesn't have a funny little voice. Yeah.
So she was just like a dwarf, is what it is. Yeah, because there's a certain height, like a height limit, right? That is considered a dwarf.
It's in the fours.
Yeah. So okay, I think it's like 4'7" or 4'6", something like that, right? I think it's something like that.
Let's ask Siri. Hey Siri.
Good morning.
How tall do you have to be a midget?
No, not a midget, a dwarf.
A dwarf. Sorry, I can't correct like that. She doesn't listen. Hey Siri,
Good morning.
good morning. How tall do you have to be a dwarf? Can you not hear me? How tall do you have to be a dwarf?
A dwarf is a short-statured person whose adult height is 4 feet 10 inches or under.
All right.
This answer is from Kitchelf.org.
To me, I feel like that is pretty tall.
4'10"?
Yeah, 4'10".
Yeah, it's almost 5.
I know, right? It's almost 5 feet tall. So
Yeah, it's 2 inches away.
yeah, but yeah. So I almost have a big dick. So whatever. Yeah,
It's
but
4 inches. It's 4 inches and 10 centimeters.
yeah,
I got a dwarf dick.
yeah. No, but okay. So the 4'10", right?
Yeah, 4'10".
When I was working at the school district, one of the security guys, he saw another custodian that was a sub, and he's like, do you think that she's like a midget or a dwarf? I'm like, I don't know. I gotta check the height. Like what is it? Like I just said to him like I don't know, and then I come back to him like 3 days later, and and I just like he's talking to somebody, and I just go up to him, and I'm all, she's a dwarf, and then well, I walk away, and he starts rolling laughing. But I came to the realization that I unknowingly had sex with a dwarf.
Really?
Yeah, because I was dating some girl and she, she was short. She was short. And
Right.
I'm like, oh, she's just short. I think she was like 4'8", I think, right? And I'm not super tall. I'm 5'11". So, I was like a foot taller than her, of course, but yeah, after I saw that, I came to the realization. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like so it felt kind of weird, and then I didn't want to think about it anymore. So, yeah,
I think I've had a dwarf too.
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. That's pretty tall, man. Like it should be for a dwarf female. I would think that the height would have to be shorter. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I mean, because the females are smaller.
Usually.
Not in the midget world though. You ever watched Willow?
No, yeah, I know. They're usually the same height. Yeah. I love
Yeah.
Willow, dude. Willow is such a fucking awesome movie.
God.
Did you watch the TV show?
Yeah, they canceled it.
Just one season? That was it?
Yeah, and they removed it from Disney Plus.
Are you serious?
Yes, that's how bad it was.
Oh, really? It was bad, huh?
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, okay. Well then.
They did an MTV kind of twist to it, so they had like rock songs at the end with like the credits, and it's like
That's
Willow, little tiny guy,
Dude, the worst TV show with like when you have like shows like on like UPN or the WB or whatever.
The W.
Yeah, they always have like a lot of times they'll have really shitty music. But that first season of Supernatural, have you ever seen it?
No, I hated that show. Everybody loves it. I hated that show because to me it just seemed like a soap opera. They filmed in the same room every episode.
Oh,
right?
No, not really. No,
they're always in a fucking room.
They are in a hotel room, and then they're out, and then they're out. But they're always traveling, so that's
right.
why.
But that's why I'm saying they got like 5 different rooms they film in. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I never got into it. But I know. Okay.
They poke fun at that actually, like later on in the series.
Good.
They poke fun at the whole show. Like they break the fourth wall and they break the fifth wall. Yeah, dude, a bunch of times. Like it was a pretty good show. Like the first season was a little rough, but it got better and then it got
takes
bad.
time to establish it, and they
Yeah.
luckily lasted long enough where they could establish a huge
Yeah.
fan base
Yeah.
and have a lore and some history. And the first season's always going to be bad. It's of any series.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah, and the second season is always the one that just like usually kicks ass and gets
Yeah.
the show going, if they can make it to the second season.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, like Parks and Rec. Did you ever watch that?
Oh yeah, I love
Yeah.
Parks and Rec.
Yeah, I do
So
too.
good.
But that first season was not good.
I kind of liked it.
There was some
But I mean,
good parts.
you had to get. It wasn't The Office, and that's what everybody was comparing it to.
Yeah, no, it wasn't The Office, and I'm glad
And,
it wasn't.
Well, I mean, it had its Office vibe.
Yeah.
It just it sort of went off in its own thing, but it's how it was filmed. You know, it was like the Office style.
Yeah.
And the characters really took off, man, and that show got really good.
Yeah.
I love Parks and Rec.
Once Chris Pratt became more of like him, and then Rob Lowe and God, what's his
Rob
name?
Lowe was good.
What's his name? The other dude.
The other guy, I know who. The dude, he becomes her boyfriend at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know his name. He's in the new Madam Web movie,
Okay.
and he was in Party
Down.
Yeah,
Great show.
Yeah,
Party Down.
it's so good. Yes,
Yeah,
I
it's
loved
pretty
it.
good.
Yeah,
But-
that guy, right?
Yeah, that guy. God, I can't remember
that
his
guy's
name.
so good.
Yeah,
I just
was in-
watched.
he was in Step Brothers. He played the douchebag brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And according to my friend, I had this conversation 2 days ago. That's so weird. Another one of these. We were trying to remember that guy's name, and he's all, yeah, he was in Hot Tub Time Machine Part 2.
Oh my God.
And I'm all, was he? I don't think I saw that one.
Yeah,
I saw
me
the
neither.
first one. And yeah, he gets butt fucked.
Oh really?
Yeah. They go on some game show, and
Okay.
and like, I don't remember the game, but it was something to do with, if you're willing to do this, you'll get butt fucked or something like that. Yeah, I'll be willing to butt fuck, or something like that. He gets fucked. So yeah, it's that guy. And he's almost, was it that guy? I didn't watch that movie, and I don't know if it was that guy who got butt fucked.
Well, I want to say congratulations. You said butt fuck more than anybody has on this show. So kudos to you.
Well, I want to know, when you say the word butt fuck,
Mhm.
are you saying butt or are you saying buck?
Butt.
It is butt
B-U-T-T.
fuck.
Yeah. Because
But
that's
it's all,
where
but
that's where you're getting fucked.
yeah, by a guy named Buck. So,
Well, I don't know about that.
you getting butt fucked by Buck? I don't know. I always thought it was buck fuck, and then I learned about anal. I don't know.
His name is Adam Scott.
Yes.
Yeah.
Adam Scott. Of
Adam
course
Scott.
it is. Yeah. He's got 2 first names.
Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
If my last name was Scott, I would probably if I had a kid, I would name him Scott. So his name would be Scott.
Yeah.
Scott.
Scott.
Scott, get over here.
And but then everybody at school would call him Skeet. You know what Skeet is, right?
No.
No? Okay. Have you heard the song? Have you heard the song?
No, I don't think so. Refresh my memory.
It was Lil Jon and God, I can't even remember who else, but it goes
like Robin Hood?
No, it's the what? Yeah, okay. That guy.
Oh, no.
The rapper.
No.
Anyway, or he's a producer. But
No,
anyway,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
so there was a song, and I can't remember which one it was, but it goes to the windows, to the walls, or no, from the windows to the walls, till the sweat drops down my balls.
Oh yeah.
And then
I'm familiar.
motherfucker. Yeah, it means jizzing everywhere.
Serious?
Yeah.
Skis jizz?
Skeet.
Skeet.
Skeet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
No,
that
I've
street
seen.
that street that
I've
we
seen it.
delivered to.
Yeah, Skeet.
Yeah, every time I'm like
Yeah.
Skeet and I just giggle. Yeah. You know.
That's spooge. That's jizz.
Yeah.
That's cum loads. Skeet.
Yeah.
I thought skeet was little clay pigeons you shoot at.
Well, yeah, I mean it is. But
So, but it's also on the streets. It's cum.
yeah, on the
Yeah,
streets, yeah.
yeah. It's
Street,
urban.
street
It's
lingo.
urban street cum. It's It's like
No.
yeah. It's like
That's
tagging.
weird.
Which is street
People
art.
are not. That's not street art, man. They're not jizzing all over the walls.
It is. And if you have a black light, you can go admire it.
That's a new Banksy. It's a new Banksy. He's just calling himself Spunksy.
Sperm Banksy.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man, he has a new piece, man. He's been like saving his loads for about a month so he can do this wall.
Oh my gosh, yeah. No, dude. Maybe he's like robbing sperm banks.
Yeah, but and use the other guys come. That's cool.
Yeah. Or I
Yeah.
mean, maybe he's just getting bull semen and he's just splashing it everywhere.
No, you can't. You gotta use your own cum if you're a true artist.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
To use other fluids from other people, that just seems a little like serial killerish.
Yeah.
But if you use your own, yeah, because I know people that draw with blood and shit like that, and
shit.
and shit. Yes, I forgot about that. I learned about that in art class in high school.
Yeah.
This famous dude took a poop and painted it gold and like sold it for millions of dollars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know that a long time ago, like there was they were wanting to ban this one painting because it was a painting of the Virgin Mary, but it was done in shit, like human shit. And so everybody was like, they were all upset about it, and they're like, "You take that down," So
I mean, was the artist trying to make a point, or he just ran out of paint?
I don't know.
Maybe he's just one of those, autistic kids. They didn't diagnose him, and he just painted with his poo.
No, I think it's pronounced artistic.
Artist.
I'm fucking with you.
No, you got me. You got me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think I played with my poo when I was in the bathtub once.
What?
I remember.
Are you trying to tell me you're on the spectrum because you played with your own doo-doo?
Maybe, but I was in the bathtub.
Oh,
next thing I know, there's a floater.
Oh, Mommy, I'm playing with the new submarine.
Yeah, I did exactly. And then we're draining the bathtub. I'm draining it. Now the turd's just
swirling
on the tub, and I start slinging it around like all the way around the bathtub, like it goes.
Like a little brown torpedo, just
yes, it was solid. And it was a solid, good floater. And now there's no water. Now it's slippery, and now I'm slinging it like a race car.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I remember that clearly. I think I was like 5 or 4, but I remember doing that. Yeah, played my own poo. How many people can say that?
Yeah. Well, one time with my youngest, I went. And they were taking a bath. They were probably like 3, and I look in there and to check on them, and I'm like, no, why did you do that? Why didn't you tell me? And then they just had this grin on their face, and then they dropped a deuce, and I'm like, this hadn't happened before. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, how do I clean this out? I'm like, I can't drain the tub and then like have this turd like go clog up the pipes,
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, so I'm like, and I'm panicking, and so I just grabbed the shit and then I put it in the toilet, like Just grabbed it barehanded, you know?
Barehanded, yep.
I'm like, this is
Yep.
what being a dad is like, man. You got to
Yep.
do stupid stuff and gross stuff. And yeah, so I just grabbed that turd and put it in the toilet. But somebody had told me, why didn't you just get a plastic bag and do it like a dog turd, like on the lawn? I'm like, oh, yeah.
Or even toilet paper.
Well, the toilet paper would have dissolved.
Well, you could have still got like a couple rolls. I mean, I got like a big batch of it on in your hand, like way too much toilet paper.
Yeah, it's wasting way too much toilet paper, and it would have dissolved. But
plus, you want to grab it before it dissolves in the bathtub, and you know, and you don't want to get on the kids like I'm saving you, you know. But whatever, you know.
Yeah. It all worked out fine. I had to touch a turd, but I didn't play with it.
No,
so.
I played with mine.
Yeah, I mean, how old were you? Please tell me you were like super young.
I said 4 or 5,
okay.
but I mean, I might have been 6 because I mean, it was when we were in Oildale before we moved to Olive Drive area.
Okay.
And so I had to have been the oldest I could have been is 6.
All right. I guess that's okay. I mean, times are different back then. You didn't have the internet, so you kind of had to amuse yourself with weird ways.
Oh yeah.
So,
oh yeah.
You know, now 6-year-olds are watching TikToks of people like, you know,
playing with their poo.
Adults doing it. like, yeah. So, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
so really, it wasn't that bad. You were a child, but these adults are doing stupid ass shit, all for like internet fame.
Right.
And, yeah. This is when I started sounding like like a crotchety old man. Like I don't understand the youth. So, you know.
No.
I don't.
I don't either. I don't understand what makes people watch stuff. Like, how did that? Why is that going viral? What?
Yeah.
A carpet cleaning video.
Oh, well,
carpet cleaning.
I'd watch that, but
you did. Oh my!
No, I would watch that.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
My friend, she watches it all day, like a whole bunch of different carpet cleaning, and it's like time lapse photography, and shows them just scrubbing the shit out of this. And I'm like, how many views does that have? And she's all several million. I'm like, what?
Dude, I have thought about like doing videos of my fucking old man toenails, right? You know, and just filing them down and then
it'd probably be
them.
Huge.
Hell yeah. Just like the thickness of my toenail, it would be huge. Like dude, I clipped the toenail and I swear to God, it flew all the way across the room. It was a good 15 feet. And I was like, wow, that's good distance.
Mine cracked the window. No, no, it was a toothbrush. To this day, my mom doesn't believe me. She thinks I broke the window as a kid. And I've like, Mom, I swear I just tossed my toothbrush and it shattered the window. And she didn't believe me, but it would have been better if it was a toenail.
Yeah.
But still, it's a light piece of plastic shattered the whole window, and to this day, she still doesn't believe me.
Well.
Yeah. So I mean, it would have been better. My dad's toenails, that she would have believed that if my dad, because his toenails are like yours.
Well, dude, that's just you get older, man. Your body's changing, man. Did you get the hair in your ears?
What?
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
That was a good ear joke. You know
that was a good hearing joke. No, I don't even understand. Like, what's the point of that? Like,
it's to keep things from getting in there. But like mainly your fingers. But
dude,
I pull it out all the time. Matter of fact, I was plucking them right now.
I shave them. But I don't understand. Like, as far as evolution goes, what is the point? Because you went all these years. Yeah, but you went all these. You went all these years without having hair in your ears, and it would have been just as important then. You know?
True. I think it'd probably be more important when you're younger.
Yeah.
If you're more hairy. You know, because less you're putting shit in your ears, you know, and you're doing you're in the dirt. You
I don't know.
bugs. I mean, little kids, they should have big bushy ear holes,
Yeah.
but because they definitely put their finger in there a lot, and maybe that some kids are. That's why we have so much wax too. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what the hair is for in ears. I mean, if you break it down in animal uh, type things, like if we were just animals,
I
it's
think
like,
we are, but
yeah, I know, but like the silverbacks and shit, whatever.
yeah.
Like we get more hair as we get older and weird spots. Like, oh, it's a sign of dominance, and that's the alpha male. Look how bushy his ears are.
And then the other thing too, the eyebrow hairs, man.
Eyebrows,
They
yeah.
start getting super bushy. And then for me, my eyebrows have always been really like thin and like sparse, right? Like I don't have a lot of eyebrow hairs, but for some reason I get 2 or 3 eyebrow hairs that grow like overnight, and they grow like half an inch
Those
overnight.
are feelers. Those are antenna feelers.
I guess so. And then my wife was like, it's like, you got that one weird eyebrow hair. And I'm like, okay, pull it. She pulls it
thick.
2 days later, she's like, it's back. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't get rid of it.
I know. How does it grow so fast? Or is it already full length and then it pops out, and then the extra curly, it goes the full length of the eyebrow and it will stick out really far. I get one on each eyebrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. The one thing I wish that my dad would have told me is the ball sag. Like I wish he would have mentioned that. Like maybe I should be wearing tighty whitey so you don't have the ball sag. Because sometimes you'll go over to somebody else's house and you'll have to take a shit, or you might have to be in a public restroom taking a shit, and then you get that little, you just slightly, just your balls just slightly touch the water because the water level's so high.
Oh my God, dude. I've never had that. I've never teabagged in the toilet.
I just got big balls, I guess.
I've had my tiny shaft dip in there, and it is tiny, so I don't know how. I think the toilets are just a little small, and then I'm like, oh, dick tip against the porcelain. That's gross. That's not even my toilet.
Yep.
That's even grosser because it wasn't cleaned.
Oh, dude! When I'm in a public restroom, I wipe it down. I'll get I try to get a paper towel and I'll get it wet, and then I'll go in there and I'll just wipe it all down, and then I don't flush the paper towel, but I just throw it on the floor.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And then somebody will come and pick it up, but and then I'll dry it up with the toilet paper and then throw that in there, and then man, I spend a good minute trying to wipe it all down, but because the paper, the fucking rolling papers that they have for you to put there, like I don't know what they call it, the ass gasket or whatever. Dude, those don't. I'm sitting there and I'm taking a shit. Most of the time I start sweating because it's I'm fighting for my life when I'm taking a shit, and then so now that whole thing is like stuck to my ass. And it's like I've just got to peel it all off. So I don't even use those things, man. But but I used to not go to use public restrooms. I was scared, and then I would get constipated so much because I wouldn't do it. And eventually I'm just like, you know what? I got to take a shit. I got to let it go. So now I'll shit wherever, man. I don't care.
I try not to, but I had to break myself of that habit.
Yeah.
Especially when you're on tour, and
and
you have hepatitis. So you have hepatitis and you're on tour. Diarrhea occurs quite often. So you start to get over your shame of disgusting toilets, and or toilets that have no stall doors, and you just start going. And one time I had my buddy just man the door. Well, I had to squeeze one out, and because there wasn't even installed doors. It was just a bathroom, but the door didn't have a lock.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you walk in and there's like this giant room with a toilet in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just
Dude, you saying that reminds me, there used to be a commercial on the radio for, I think it was like the drummer from Pearl Jam, and he was talking about something like that, like having like Crohn's disease or something. And
that's a poop disease, huh?
yeah, and then he's all, if you suffered from it, he's all, you would understand what it's like. And then being on tour and then always having to go to the bathroom is not good. And I was like, you talking about that made me think of that. So I wonder how he's doing.
I know what, I have seen that commercial. I didn't know it was Pearl Jam, dude.
Yeah, it was the Pearl Jam like drummer. Yeah. Yeah, it was just
I
on the
hated
radio.
Pearl Jam. That's why I did. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen commercials like that.
Yeah.
Like, I was going to go out to dinner with her parents and meet her family, but I had Crohn's.
Yeah. Yeah. Oopsie. I had to fart, and it was a shit.
I call those scared to fart.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Have you shit your pants before?
What do you think?
I mean, I'm going to say yes. What's like okay, how many times have you shit your pants?
Oh, well, that's a good one. I think it once a year for most of my elementary years, and I did it in school, and then I would let it drop out my leg in the hall. Like I had corduroys, and I didn't want to go to the bathroom at school, and I was trying to hold it, and it just pushed out, and I'm like, fuck. I got to go back to class, or recess is over or whatever. And I'm walking down the hall, and it's at Norris School, so it was outside, but I started feeling it going down my leg. I just shook my leg, and this little log rolled out, and I just left it in the hall.
Rolls downstairs, rolls over in pairs, rolls over your neighbor's dog. It's log.
And I got in trouble. The teacher could smell it, and she sent me to the office. And then the dean of students walks in, and he goes, and then he looks over at me. He's like, "How old are you, son?"
Well, it's because you were afraid to poop in public, right?
Yeah, I mean, nobody. I don't think any of the kids. They didn't have doors on the stalls, and the older kids would pick on you.
Hell yeah!
So I wasn't gonna fucking
look at that idiot. He's taking a shit. Like,
yeah,
kids are weird about the things that they end up like picking on you about.
Well, and that school at the time, the urinal was a giant pee wall.
Oh, dude, the trough. Oh, is it the wall or was it like
it was
that?
A wall.
Okay,
it was a wall, and I remember thinking, and I used to tell people, I know I had to be fabricating this. I could pee all the way to the ceiling. On the pee wall, I swear, I had this massive, like a urine stream of pressure. I was like, woo! I could pee.
And the custodian comes in, he's like, "These motherfucking kids, I swear."
Yeah. A pee wall allows you to experiment with your urine stream.
Yeah.
You really can pee all over the place. And I experienced the pee wall just last year when I was going to Vegas. We stopped at one of those beef jerky fucking huts in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like every kind of beef jerky in the world.
Was it the alien jerky place?
It might have been, something like that.
I like their jerky, man. It's good. It's in Baker, right?
Yeah, it's near there, yeah.
Yeah.
And they had a line to go to the bathroom, and all these macho dudes are all waiting in line, taking their turns to go inside the bathroom. Yeah. And then I go in there, and I'm like, dude, you guys there's a pee wall. Nobody fucking wanted to stand next to each other at the pee wall. No. And I was like, dude, there's enough room for like 5 dudes at the pee wall.
We could all get huddled up. I'm
sorry,
sword fight.
I'm sorry, me and my friend Ted here look like we're gay, but we don't mind peeing. Are you there? Did I lose you, Dave?
No, I'm here, man.
Oh, hold on. I'm getting a.
Oh, okay.
I got a phone call.
Go ahead.
Don't worry about it. It's Lauren. She's downstairs.
Oh, okay. I remember me and my dad, we went to Candlestick Park to watch the San Francisco Giants play. And and I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And the urinal, he's like, what are you waiting for? And I'm like, none of the stalls are open, and he's like, just go here. And it's the trough. And I'm like I don't know, probably 8 or 9, and I'm like standing next to all these grown ass men, and I'm supposed to like piss into a trough next to all these these grown ass men, and it was so embarrassing. Like I couldn't pee, so now I just look like a weirdo with my dick in my hand, and I can't pee. It's like it was just. Yeah, I'm like, I'm just waiting. I'm like, you know what? I was seriously considering looking for a drain. I just didn't want people to be like staring at me and then they weren't. But, and the other thing, I was a pretty big kid for that age. So it was just, everything was awkward.
There's nothing better than good bonding at the urinal.
Yeah, sure. And I don't know what happened. Okay, because like I don't know you growing up or not, but the rule was always no talking in the men's room.
I talk all the time.
Yeah, well, yeah, I get that.
I mean, I was like, I'll talk at the urinal. Why the pee's shooting out at me? That. I think that's the unspoken rule. Like, hey, you gotta keep one of your holes shut as the other one's spewing. Yeah, just not. Oh, you can make that
turn
sound.
The other guy. You're like, hey, does it burn when you pee too? Okay.
Or just it feels good.
Yeah.
No, don't make sounds like that next to the other guy. I think that's a problem.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
The rule the rule for us was no talking. You just went in, did what you needed to do. You piss, you shake only 3 times, because you shake more than 3 times, you're playing with it. And then you leave.
Something else is shooting out of you.
Yeah.
You're making street art.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sperm Banksy. He's back at it again in the urinal. Yeah, but
he's always writing on them stall doors.
Yeah. That's what George Michael should have said when he got caught jerking off in the public restroom. He should have said it was an art show.
He didn't get caught jerking off. He got caught putting it in a glory hole.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, he was getting male prostitutes at the park.
Oh, okay.
In the urinal. Yeah, he's all, oh boy, George Michael.
Yeah, he was putting it in there, and Seabass was like, what? Dumb and Dumber reference there.
Yes.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. The public restrooms were always an issue. So, and then I remember I went to church camp. This church camp was fucking ridiculous. They had no doors on any of the stalls. So, like you were saying at your school, same thing, man. You try to take a shit, you're like, a bunch of these like, kids just can walk by and like, ugh, you stink. Like, well, don't look at me while I'm taking a dump. Couldn't do it, man. Couldn't do it. And then, yeah, and then I'm just trying to get this sin to leave my body. But and then the taking the showers, like, there was no, so it's like I had to go when all the water was cold, because in fact, I don't even think I fucking showered. I think I showered before I went, and then I just never took a shower the rest, because I was a tubby kid. And then I was like 6 inches taller than everybody else. And I was chubby and fat. And I'm like, I can't deal with this, man. And I would not take a shit like the whole time. So then after and this was like a whole week. So 7 days. By the fourth day, I was going to the nurse, and I'm like, yeah, my stomach hurts. And then they would give me a laxative because they said, oh, you're probably constipated. When's the last time you pooped? And I'm like, before I came here. And like, oh, okay, you're constipated. Then they give me a laxative, and now I'm shitting my brains out.
Oh,
So
fuck.
it's just awful. And then on top of that, this church camp had, on the last night that we were there, they had a thing where it was a formal dance. Or no, was it a dance? I think it was a dance. It was a formal like dinner thing, right? So you could
Right.
ask a girl out and have a little date. I'm like, these are a bunch
Right.
of kids. Like, why are we doing this? And it was
We did that at ours too.
yeah, and I'm like, this is church camp. Like, what are you trying to do? So me and the other losers who couldn't, get any dates. Well, I didn't even, because I went to this 3 times, and so the second time I'm like, I'm not even bringing, I'm not bringing dress clothes. I'm not going to this shit. So, but me and my other loser friends, what we would do is, while that was going on, we would go to all the cabins, and we would start raiding the cabins. So we would be
Wow.
taking we would be taking the 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 mattresses, and then we we would be like putting them up in the rafters. I think the most fucked up thing we did was we took somebody's toothpaste, and then we put the toothpaste in the bottom of their, like, just a little bit of toothpaste in the bottom of their sleeping bag. So when they got in, there was toothpaste in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
We did that with used condoms. We did. Sorry.
That's funny, dude.
No, we'd take a used condom and we put their toothbrush in it.
Oh, okay. That's gross. That's gross.
That wasn't church camp though.
No, okay. That was
Yeah.
on tour.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It was.
Yeah.
Or they would wake up after taking a nap in the van and they'd have a used condom stuck to their cheek.
That's funny. That's funny. Did you guys prank each other a lot?
Yeah, you could say we had one thing called sticker back. So every place you play, the bands, the local bands or whatever, would give you their stickers and their
Oh, okay.
CDs and shit.
That's cool.
And like, so we got all these stickers everywhere. We got tons of fucking band stickers.
Yeah.
And like, so the whole thing is we'd try to stick it on somebody's back
Oh, okay.
without them knowing.
Yeah.
And then I would sing, stick it back. Don't know where it's at. Stick it back. And then everybody's like, do I have one on my back? Do I have one on my back? Do I have one on my back? Nobody would tell you. So
That's funny.
it was stupid.
Yeah.
Stick it back. Don't know where it's at.
Hey, did you end up like some of those like local bands and bands that you saw? Were there any of them that actually like made it?
Yeah.
I
A whole
mean,
bunch of them. Oh yeah.
like, who were some of the bands? Because I never even asked you in the last episode. Didn't
Third Eye Blind.
really?
Yeah, they what's the other one? Papa Roach.
Oh, okay.
Um, well, fucking, we played with a lot of those bands. Alien Ant Farm, Deftones, System of a Down, Incubus. Yeah.
So you saw all those guys before they even
they all opened for us.
really?
Yeah.
That's wild, man.
We brought Incubus here, and they played at what is Riley's now.
Oh, okay.
They played with us at Riley's. It wasn't Riley's then; it was called something else. But there was no stage or anything. And,
Yeah.
they played with us a few times. Same with the Deftones. Yeah, and then I don't know if you'd call them local bands, but they weren't signed. Local bands. Yeah, like I said, Papa Roach and Third Eye Blind, both of those bands were local bands in like San Jose,
Yeah.
I think. We played there with a band called Salmon and met those guys. So all those guys ended up I think Papa Roach showed up at our studio in LA when we were getting ready to go on tour
Yeah.
or do it right after we did our album. They showed up and they were coming into LA to sign a record deal. And they showed up at our studio because we knew their tour, the guy that their manager,
Uh-huh.
we knew him. And so he brought him to our studio. So, but yeah, that kind of, yeah, I would say that. Yeah. There's been a lot of bands.
Yeah. Well, that's cool, dude.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Were there,
And
could you tell at that time, like, yeah, these guys are going to be big?
it's hard to tell. But
Yeah.
yeah, like System of a Down for sure.
Yeah.
Like, even though the singer looked like he was a transient at the point, like he didn't look like it's like, and then he just was so charismatic and crazy. Like when he'd sing, you're like, holy
He looked
shit.
like a wild man.
Yeah. And there's like nobody there.
Did he
You know,
look,
like,
he kind of gave off that vibe of like Robin Williams and Jumanji after he comes back from,
yeah,
yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
That's
He didn't
funny.
look like a rock star. He just like a normal guy and
Yeah.
kind of trippy face, but
Yeah.
and like I said, nobody was at the show. Nobody. And they played before us. And yeah, it was trippy, dude. We didn't know who they were either. And like, holy crap. You know, who knew?
Yeah.
And I think I could say that Lincoln Park, they were called Hybrid Theory
Mm-hmm.
before they had Chester.
Oh, okay.
I saw them too before they got big.
Okay.
And yeah, and I just thought, oh, it's just a rap rock band.
Yeah.
No big deal. Didn't think much of them.
You're like, who are they trying to be, Limp Bizkit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. That's it. But my band was doing that too. So.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It was the thing, dude. That was the thing.
Yeah. I mean, before Limp Bizkit, just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
We were doing it way before those bands.
Well, dude,
But
okay. And I never even asked you.
it's only on one album, technically.
Yeah.
So,
When,
in which I'm putting out a video for off that album. I'm almost done with it. It's pretty
okay.
cool. Yeah, and should be out probably within the week. But yeah, and Ty's rapping on it. It's fucking awesome.
That's cool.
I got live footage and I matched it up to the CD or whatever, and it fits perfect. I can't believe it. We played it that tight.
That's cool. Yeah.
But, yeah, and it's video drone footage, but it's Cradle of Thorns song, and we only played that song twice live as Videodrome.
Yeah.
We played one here in Bakersfield. We had the big show here, so we did an old song for the crowd.
Yeah.
Nobody else is going to know those songs, so
Yeah.
we just pulled it out of our ass, and it was fucking sick. I can't believe we didn't keep doing it. And but there's video footage of a live show, and that song's being played. I'm like, oh my god, I got to get that. I got to use that. And so I took the live footage and then made a video with it. And it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm animating a bunch of stuff too, so it's gonna look kind of trippy. It's not just live footage, yeah, because it's 25 years old or 20 years old.
Yeah.
So it's not
shoot, I should have you animate me and Mex so we could pop that on the YouTube just for like one episode or something. Just to see.
You can. There's several ways you could go about it. I mean.
Oh, just do it like your potato one, man. That's it.
That's what I mean. That's how you do it. You can get the cartoon and you just animate the mouth. But
Yeah.
I'm doing bodies now too. But I'm finding ways to where I animate the body and then I'll do the face separate and I'll just put them together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, whatever works.
Yeah. I'm not gonna draw each mouth movement. That takes too long.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Yeah.
The potato takes a few seconds.
Yeah. Hey, I was gonna ask you, man. Okay, so you guys were out and doing your shit before Korn did, correct?
Yeah, before they were Korn.
Yeah.
I would say our first album and their first album came out the same year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys were kind of
Nine-
on the same timeline then, huh?
But we had another CD before that,
Oh, okay.
and that we'd and John hadn't joined Korn yet.
Oh,
But
okay.
they were called LAPD,
Yeah.
and they signed to Triple X Records. And
Isn't that the Ice
before,
Cube?
no, that
No.
Triple X, it was Jane's Addiction, and it was a punk rock label.
Oh, okay.
And we signed to Triple X Records for our first album,
Oh,
and
okay.
they did it the year before us. So they did it. They were doing it before us, but
Got
that's
it.
just because they went to LA, and they were like metal, and then they got kind of funk, like Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Mm-hmm.
and they switched singers and became Korn, and
Yeah.
they were totally different.
Yeah.
So I would say that as Korn and us, we were first, but they were first as like just in general, like LAPD. But
Oh, okay.
LAPD was nothing like Korn, not even close.
Did you know Jonathan before he joined?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, that's
He
right.
lived with. Yeah, he lived with me.
That's right. Okay, I remember
Yeah.
now. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
sort of. He slept. He basically slept on my floor on a little mattress
Yeah.
for like half a year, I think. So
Yeah.
before he joined Korn, yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Did
even tried to talk him out of it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
said,
think
dude, don't bail on your band. Well, you got to be loyal, man. Loyalty, you got to stick with your band. You got to stick with them. You don't want to bail just because some other group tries to steal you. And I'm all, but don't ask me. I'm gonna talk to Coles. And I told him to talk to Chris,
Yeah.
and of course, Chris said, "Yeah, dude, go." Totally, yeah. Because
So,
Coles would do that,
yeah.
or
Did
I would be. I would stick around with what I started, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
not bail. But I
Yeah.
mean, if you wouldn't have done that, it wouldn't have happened,
Yeah, I
you
know.
know.
Could you tell, or was
Oh, and
he
guess where it happened at?
where what happened at?
Where he got asked to be in Corn.
R Rusty's?
Yep, my
Yeah.
Rusty's,
Oh,
my
yeah.
store.
Yeah.
Yep, and I forgot about it. His new wife, just came by Rusty's
Yeah.
and was asking me if we could put up a plaque where
Really?
Corn was formed. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't think that's right. I remember that time. I thought it was at the VIP or over by the VIP, this bar next to the VIP, and because that's where they saw him
Yeah.
play. All right, they saw him sing there, and then they got a hold of him and had him meet them at Rusty's. And I vaguely remember that because I picked him up uh, after he met with them. So I
Yeah.
do remember coming to that Rusty's and picking him up, and because he didn't have a car, it was my car. So I picked him up, and so his wife told me that. I was like, I did not remember that, and I had to think about it and think about it, and then I realized that's why he came in our store a few times and was just looking around.
Yeah.
I'm all, hey, John, what's up, dude? And he's all, hey. He didn't even get anything to eat. He was just looking around and Rusty.
Yeah.
And this was years ago. I'd say about
Yeah.
10 years ago. And that's what he was doing. He was tripping. This is the place where he joined the band.
Yeah.
And when his wife told me that, I was all telling her that he's remembering it wrong, and I was the one that was wrong.
Yeah.
So because that's where they asked him to be in the band. So
They should
kind of
totally
funny.
put yeah, they should totally put a plaque
Uh,
up there. That'd be rad.
well, she never followed up with it after
Oh.
I talked to her. Yeah, I mean maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't really know her. I had met her like once or twice,
Yeah.
and when I'd just been in Vegas, I think with them watching that big show,
Uh-huh.
and she showed up at Rusty's like the next week,
Oh, okay.
and she was talking to a couple of the drivers outside asking questions, and I came walking up and she recognized me,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, I kind of shot the whole thing down thinking that it wasn't that the memory was wrong. So I feel a little stupid. I never told her that. Yeah, you got it right. Because then I went over there for like 4th of July, and I didn't mention it because I think it's supposed to be a surprise for John.
Oh, okay.
So I
Yeah.
didn't say nothing. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I never talked to Cindy or anybody about it, but it'd be kind of cool, because they have
Yeah.
everything else landmarked. They got their own street.
Yeah.
The studio that I practiced in with the band I've been jamming with on Tuesdays, their studio has a painting on the fucking wall in the alley of their album cover.
Oh,
It's like,
sweet.
oh, yeah. So they're landmarked for sure here.
Yeah.
They might as well have a fucking plaque at the pizza place where they formed.
Hell yeah, dude. That'd be
And of
rad.
course, wouldn't you know it, I work there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Isn't
Well,
that hilarious?
if it is supposed to be a surprise for Jonathan, the good thing is I'm pretty sure he doesn't listen to this, so uh, I think we're cool. So, yeah, you didn't
Well,
spill the beans again.
no. And all she knows, she's not from here. She just knows every time they drive by it, he always points at that Rusty's and
Yeah.
says, that's where Korn formed. I'm like, yeah, you sure he wasn't just saying that's where Row works?
That's funny. So you went to Vegas? Like there was a show? What show?
Oh yeah, dude. It was last year. Yeah, it was System of a Down, Korn, Deftones, Incubus.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
it
I
was
remember.
all day. It was an insane show, dude.
Yeah.
So crazy. Like Skinny Puppy, Ministry, every band in the whole end of the '90s. Every band in the '90s, literally there.
Where were you guys? Where were you sitting or
I had
standing?
I had VIP backstage passes.
Oh, bitchin'.
So I had this little bracelet that I guess it's like digital. So everywhere you go, you have to scan it.
Yeah.
So we could go backstage everywhere, and you go to the different VIP spots.
Yeah. That's
It's
cool.
cool.
That's cool,
Yeah,
dude.
because I mean, I went with his family, so
Oh,
and
that's rad.
yeah. So me and Ted, so we both of us like were out of commission after this because it was so hot and we were
Yeah.
tired. He had to go. I think he went to the hospital because his back. He put his back out after that,
Yeah.
and I had to call out from work because I was just like beat. Yeah, I was like, oh man, can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
How
You're
do these
not.
kids do this
Yeah,
shit,
I know,
dude?
right? Yeah, exactly. It's because you
And
did it
and
too much when you were a kid.
yeah, I mean, to be honest, most of the people there were my age.
Yeah,
I
of
mean, there's
course.
thousands of people, but there's all these like, there's like Skinny Puppy played, and it's like supposed to be their last show,
Okay.
and it's in the daytime, and this band's known for their theatrics
Yeah.
and crazy shit on stage and makeup and weird costumes, and the singer comes out, he's just dressed like me, normal, just normal, same hat, and he's missing his front teeth for some reason. Like, what the fuck? I see why they're quitting. No,
Yeah, yeah.
he needs a dental plan. No.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
So, but all the people watching, I mean, they're the kings of industrial and goth,
Yeah. Yeah.
and there's like all these people, they're all my age, and they're like all like former goth dudes, and now they all got like V-necks on. And then, you
Yeah.
could tell they used to love this kind of music, and they all
Yeah.
kind of got big old bellies and their gray beards, kind of.
Hell
It's
yeah.
all. Everybody has glasses,
Yep.
not sunglasses, glasses, and
Yeah. They're not even, they
and
don't hand out drugs anymore unless it's like ibuprofen.
right.
Yeah. Hey, man, you got any famotidine? Yeah, dude, I got you. Fucking hate it,
I
man.
also, I also got some Pepto. Do you need some Pepto? Well,
Yeah.
I take it wherever I go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have Pepto wherever I go. It's to go Pepto. It's special for travel pack Pepto.
Yeah.
I mean, every time, yeah,
It's
everywhere I go, I
the
need some.
chewables, man. The chewables. They got
Yeah,
chewable Pepto.
I like the gummies. Yes, I like
Yeah.
those.
If you and then
Yeah.
also too, if you need any, I've got some bathroom wipes,
Oh yeah,
and if you
always
got
need those.
if you got a hemorrhoid, I got
I
the
need a tuck.
preparation H. Yeah.
I need the tuck. Yeah, a little tuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hemorrhoidal cream
The hemorrhoidal
preparation.
cream. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I already wearing one right now. No,
Yeah. You know what? Like,
it was definitely like that. Me and Ted both felt
and
like
then
that.
you're like, what's that smell, man? What's that smell? Has that been gay? For how long? No.
I never really knew. I never knew.
God, dude. Yeah. I got that icy hot, man. On this, yeah. I got that roll on icy hot. We're good.
Oh.
That's funny, dude. That's
All
funny.
right, I'm gonna go to the store. You're coming with me. Is that okay? On the radio?
No, actually, if you want, I got stuff I got to do, man. So we could go ahead and wrap it up.
Okay.
I know you could keep talking, but
Yeah.
yeah, I've gotta pick up kids pretty soon, and I need to eat lunch, and I need to put clothes on. I've been talking to you naked.
Oh no.
I'm just kidding. I got clothes on, but I do need to get ready. Do need to get ready to go. So, but
Wow.
dude, I appreciate you, man. Talking to
we
me.
didn't we didn't even talk about anything that we were supposed to talk about, like conspiracies.
Yeah, well, we'll save that for the third installment of talking to Rohan. So how about that?
Okay. That
So,
sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll find something to believe in. All right, Dave.
All right, Mulder.
I you gotta bleep that out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah,
Fuck.
I've said my name before, or it's been said before, so it's okay. So it's all good. We're good. So, all right, man. I appreciate it, dude. I'm gonna play the outro horns while you go. Do you have any last words for the listeners? Something for them to.
I always like to say in Spanish, "Chupa leche."
All right,
Which
then.
means suck milk, bitch.